Is he really doing another one of these? Why, yes. Yes, he is. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. I really appreciate you being here. If this is your first time here, maybe consider subscribing, right? Right over there, click that button, maybe hit the little bell so you get notified when I post another one. But today, I'm bringing you another Rogue Invitational video. We are doing Rogue Invitational event number 6. This is the last one they did of their workout weekend, and it was full of fireworks. It was super fast, it looked super challenging, and I am very nervous about tackling it today, if I'm being totally honest. So if you've been following this series, the point of me doing these workouts is to show you just how fit these individuals are. So I will be performing the workout with the women's weights. Let's get into what the workout is. It is a classic 21-15-9. It is meant to be a sprint. It is supposed to be fast. It's supposed to hurt. But the movements are deadlift and overhead squat. Deadlift weight for me today is going to be 185. The overhead squat is meant to be 105. These were the female weights during the Rogue Invitational, so I'm going to try and test myself against that specific field of athletes. I've already warmed up mostly. I still just have to do the barbell warm up, but a couple of key pointers that I wanted to make sure we hit was making sure that after all the workouts we've done, right? We've done the burpee pull-up, shoulders. We've done heavy thrusters, shoulders. We've done toes to bar and heavy double unders, shoulders. We've done the D-ball squat cleans, legs, core, shoulders. We have gotten a full body workout in every single day, and today is gonna be no different. I'm really nervous for this workout. The deadlift weight doesn't have me concerned, but overhead squats are never usually my strongest movement, especially with how tight my shoulders and my hips are from the workouts from this week. In my warm-up though, I made sure to hit all those areas, right? I spent a lot of time mobilizing. I foam rolled my calves. I stretched them out with a band. I even rolled all around my shoulders. Here's a montage of all the areas I hit. Boom, 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 boom. I bet you didn't even know you could foam roll all those places. I'm not a huge fan of wearing lifters in a workout, but with the workouts that we've done so far, I feel like I almost need to just to be as safe as possible. So I'm going to warm up without them at first, see how it feels, and then put them on and see if it feels any better. This is a great way to test how your mobility is feeling on the day, because it's not gonna be the same day in and day out. You're gonna wake up a little bit tighter some days, a little bit more relaxed other days. One thing I definitely am wearing through the workout is these wrist wraps. And then because I've been doing these workouts every day this week, the cumulative effect of everything on my midline has really taxed my abs and my back. So I think I'm going to possibly wear my weight belt. Even though the weights aren't super heavy, I think I'm gonna use it more as a reminder to keep myself in a safe position and not risk myself for any silly injuries. All right, let's go get a barbell and try this out. Yeah, probably gonna need the lifters today. My shoulders are so tight that my ankles are trying to make up for it and they just can't. So, gonna give this a shot with lifters on. I don't like deadlifting the lifters, but we'll give it a chance. Here we go. All right, so welcome to my attempt at event number 6 of the Rogue Invitational. What you're looking at right now is the round of 21 with deadlifts at 185. So I decided to break it up into 3 different sets, 8, 7, 6. That way you get 15, you do 6, you get to 21, and you still have most of your energy to get into the overhead squats. Like I mentioned, the overhead squats were going to be the big problem for me throughout this whole workout. I'm not the best at overhead squats. I don't have the best overhead positioning, but since I've done this workout, I've really focused on trying to get better at it. I've really focused on like snatch balances, snatch drops, those kinds of things to get better at that bottom of the squat position, which you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So I finished my deadlifts, and for some reason I'm feeling way more tired than I thought I would already. I was thinking 185, no big deal. Diane is 225, same rep scheme, and I don't feel that bad. So I walk up to the bar, thinking about it. Nope. Walk back, reset. So I've already wasted like 30 seconds right there getting chalk and getting set up. So here we go. The first overhead squat is always awkward, but I actually hit it pretty good this time. All right, here we go. So I decided that if I could do this first set unbroken, it might lend me to be more proficient, or at least give me more time in the later rounds to complete them in bigger sets. So I go through this when I get to about 12, which is probably right about there, and I start to feel a little bit shaky overhead. My shoulders are doing a little bit more jumping around, they're doing a little bit more dancing, if you will, and I'm starting to feel a little bit more unstable with the bar overhead. Oh, so there you go. So I tried to rock forward a little bit on that one. There you go. Now you can see I'm moving much slower on my squat. I'm really fighting to hold it overhead. You can see it in my face. I'm trying to stay on my heels. My shoulders are just like, let me put the bar down. Oh man, my cadence has slowed so much from the first reps. Oh, there you go. Good. All right, all 21 completed. But now I'm super out of breath. So maybe this wasn't the best plan, right? But I walked back over to the bar and I'm like, okay, this won't be that bad, right? Pick up that barbell, start going to town on deadlifts. And I think I broke these up into 5s. Yeah. So I'm already yelling. I'm already like, oh my God. I'm making all kinds of weird noises and stuff. Because for some reason, 185 feels terrible. It feels like the worst it's ever felt, ever. I blame that mostly on the week of workouts. This set of workouts was designed really well to play off of each other, and even though you didn't necessarily do the same movement or repeat the same movement, you definitely used a lot of the same muscle groups throughout all of this. So I'm just feeling the whole week. Like I mentioned, my midline is thrashed from the mixture of doing all those toes to bar and then those D-ball squat cleans. I'm like trying to pick up this weight and I just feel like I have mashed potatoes underneath that belt. So the round of 15 deadlifts is done and I'm at 330. So I think that Tia Claire Toomey finished this sub 4. So I'm going to be doing some overhead squats, and you can just imagine Tia Claire Toomey has already done the round of 9 and is sitting on the floor watching me. Probably somewhere right about now. Yeah. So here we go. I take 1.5 years to set up. There it is. Pop it up overhead. And then again, trying to shuffle my feet into the right position. I'm already tired trying to hold this bar overhead, and I'm 1 rep in. You can see I'm trying to rock forward. My knees are traveling way out over my toes. Oh, I'm cranking these out pretty fast though. Here we go. I'm definitely trying to make sure I get down below the top of my knee with my hip crease. But you can see that with each rep, I'm starting to flirt with that line a little bit more. And I wanted to make a bigger set there. Like, I got super frustrated because I wanted to go 10 and 5 at the very least, and I think I did 8, if not less than that. So let's see how many we get when we pick this bar back up right here. Just trying to set it up, pop it up. Oh, pop that one out real far. Good, save it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There you go. 6. I'm grunting, screaming it out. 7. Alright, so I split it into 8 and 7. This was not the plan. The plan was 10 and 5. I wanted to be able to finish 5, come back, do all 9 of these deadlifts. Spoiler alert, I do not do all 9 of these deadlifts unbroken. I'm pretty sure I do 5 and 4 because I am dying right now. And I don't realize that there's less than a minute left in the clock. So I didn't try to hold on. Oh man, I went to singles? Oh, I forgot I went to singles. Oh man. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so I just let out a big scream on those last 2 reps there. I look at the clock, I'm like, oh good, 20 seconds. This will be enough time. No. Pick up the weight. Oh, I don't pick up the weight. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Pick up the weight. Ugh. I'm so frustrating. 9 seconds to go. I look at that look of frustration on the clock. Oh my gosh. And time. So that second one right there doesn't even count. I got what I could, and now I'm just gonna sit down on the floor and I'll let me tell you what happened. Okay. Initial thoughts? I should have done way better. I did the set of 21 unbroken. Maybe that was a bad idea. But I figured if I didn't do that, there's no way I get to the rest of it. Technically, I only got one overhead squat in the round of 9. I'm glad I wore my lifters, but you know what? I'm gonna fill you in back at the home gym on my thoughts afterwards. I gotta go way down. All right, so it's been about an hour for me, about a second and a half for you. Finally back home, and as you saw, I was not able to get it done under the time cap. So let's go ahead and jump right into the results and see where I would have ended up had I been competing against the girls at Rogue Invitational. All right, Rogue Invitational, women, event 1, event 2, event 3, event 4, event 5, event 6. According to the results, I would have once again finished dead last. So first place, of course, was Tia Toomey. She dominated with a time of 2:51.9. She's an animal. So 2 minutes and 52 seconds. She's an animal. Basically, I was in the round of 15 while she was finishing. She's an animal. Then last place with a time of 5:49.9. So about 10 seconds before the time cap. I was right there. I just couldn't finish. I think that my biggest issue is my overhead mobility. After all of the workouts that I did through the week for this, it was just not there when I needed it and really affected my squat. I think the thing that impacted me the most was that all of these workouts were very tough on the midline, and not just the core, but the back, the mid back, and all of those things are necessary for deadlifts and overhead squats. I'm really impressed with these athletes. Their recovery has to be so dialed in just so that they can work out at the intensity and at the volume that they do. I mean, they did 3 events a day. I did 1 event a day and only did 4 of the 6. And I feel like I got a really good week of training in. So it can't be overstated just how impressive these athletes were. They were working in complete silence in their gym with no crowds and still putting up such impressive numbers. I don't know that I'll ever get used to human beings achieving their potential in such a way. It's so amazing to see, and I'm always so inspired by it, and I loved really testing myself and putting myself up against those best in the world type of athletes to see just how awesome they are. Hey guys, make sure you click that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notified when I post new videos. And if you like this video, check out this video right here. It's another one from this series if you haven't caught them all. And then if you're not subscribed, I'll make it super easy. I'll put it right there. Guys, thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.